I mean, some of the best writers and best editors in America come out of features, because features departments in American newsrooms became kind of these stellar places where great narrative writing and profiles were done. I always, for some reason, resisted that and made sure the first 12 or so years in my career, I stayed in the newsroom and I stayed with traditional hard news beats. So a lot of politics, legislature, taxes and finance, business, labor, workplace, courts, things like that. It was very important to me for some reason, because I saw that that's where the boys played, and the boys were always the ones in charge, and I didn't want to be left out of that that equation. I ended up, though, early on, gravitating towards stories that had a human interest element, even though they were embedded in those beats. And I think that ended up serving me really well, because it means when I covered the city council, even though I was covering the decisions they made, I was really interested in the people making the decisions and the people affected by those decisions. And eventually I was able to put those two things together. Then the young women were clearly trying to figure out, how do you make this work? And they were always wanting to know if you could do what I did and have a family. I'd say I have friends who have done it, but it's not easy, and you've got choices to make, and it wouldn't, you know, I couldn't, I'm very honest with them about my personal life. I would never have gone to Antarctica when I did if I had young children at home, because it was too dangerous. I wouldn't have gone to Africa for a month if I was, you know, had a 6-month-old child at home. I wouldn't have done it. And I'm honest with them, but I say, if you make the right choices and you pick the right partner and you want it badly enough, yeah, you can do it. Maybe your career isn't going to look exactly like mine, but most of the women I know who are in fabulous positions journalistically have children. Jill Abramson has children. Cynthia Gorney, I just got back from Romania with her. She's an amazing reporter, mostly now for National Geographic. She raises children. Sandy Rowe, my editor in Portland, raised 2 daughters. Most women do it. And you weren't allowed to have certain career aspirations, and suddenly those doors got opened. And so my life was very much a before and after. I think with that comes both a sense of pride, a sense of anger, a sense of, for lack of a better term, ferocity about not losing what was gained and going back. I have huge reactions to anything that looks like we're going backwards. With the third wave feminists, who I've gotten to know because I teach them now, they're my students, they don't have a before and after. They've grown up with the after. Now again, that doesn't mean their lives are perfect by any means, that doesn't mean there aren't challenges, but none of them that I meet ever grew up being told that they couldn't play sports if they didn't want to, if they wanted to, that they couldn't have a career aspiration that they wanted to. And so I don't sense from them that same sense of ferocity about holding on and protecting. They're more comfortable and calmer with themselves about that.